Hi, my name is Shinda Shirat and my register number is 15CS356. So the aim of this program is to create a hostel management in order to store the student details for the hostel manager using packages. So first off, I created a package called hostel management in which we have various classes such as attendance, allotment, fee, room details, student details as well as name. So first of all, I create a class called attendance which stores the attendance of the students who are joining the hostel. So I create a class called take attendance in which the user gives us number of students and the number of students are given by the user using the standard class. Now two choices are given to the student, that is if they press 1 the attendance of the student will be given, and if they press 0 the attendance of the student will be marked as absent. So here I've initialized an integer variable j where if j is equal to 1, if it is less than a number of students entered by the user and j plus plus, then a separate present is marked to the student, and if the choice is 1 then the number of students who are present will be incremented, and if the choice is 0 the absent students will be incremented. And while printing finally the total number of students present will be printed, and the total number of students absent will also be printed. So this is for the assigned attendance. The next is allotment, that is the number of students which are allotted to the particular rooms, maybe a 2-seater or 4-seater. So first off, now I created a class called allotment in which I could declare two integer variables, total and half. Now I created a function called get details in which the total number of students is gotten from the user. Now I create a getter and setter in which half is written, where half is equal to the total number of students given by the user divided by 2. Now I create a function called show details which displays the number of students. Now I've created a for loop where I is equal to 1, and if I is less than or equal to get half function, then the number of students given by the user is assigned to 4-seater, and if I is equal to get half function, then I is less than or equal to the total, then the number of students are assigned to a 2-seater. Next function, next class is fee, in which the fee is assigned to the particular students. Now the fee is also given by the user, and here I created an array of size 100 where 100 students can be given. So I created a function called get details in which total number of students is gotten by the user, and I've also created a function called get payment in which the fees is gotten from the user. So if I is equal to 0 and I is less than total, that is less than the total number of students, then the total number of payment for that many number of students will be printed, and the amount of payment that we as user had given will be printed in the show payment function. The next is the room details. So as we've already seen before in the allotment class, there are two types of seats. That is, one is a 4-seater and another is a 2-seater. So so the room details is, so if we have created a function called show details in which the user presses 1 or 2 in order to see the details of a 4-seater or a 2-seater. So I used switch case in which in case 1 the 4-seater details are printed, and in case 2 the 2-seater pets are printed, 2-seater room details are printed. Next is the student details. Student details, similarly 100 size 100 is given to the name of the student along with the register number. So first the total number of students is gotten from the user using the scanner class. Next the student's register number is printed, that is, for that we use a for loop where I is equal to 0, I less than 10 and I plus plus, and the input is gotten from the user. Now I also create a function called show info in which the student's information and along with the name and the name and registration number which were given by the user is printed finally in the show function. Now next we come to the main class in which the hostel management packages are imported in this particular class. So I created a main class in which I've declared an integer variable ch and used the do while loop to print so that all the details, that is the attendance, allotment, fee, room details, student details, everything will be printed and printed for the user to choose for one of the actions or one of the operations to take place. So as you can see here, I used a switch case, in which all of these cases are for each of those classes. So the first one is for the student details, in which an object of type student details, that is a class student details, is created, and the functions which were declared in that particular class, that is the student details class, is called, so that the student information can be gotten from the user. Similarly, in case 2, you get the fee section, in which the fee class is an object for fee class is created, and all the functions in the fee class are called. The same goes for allotment, the room decoration, the room details, and the attendance section, so that each of these classes have their own objects created of type allotment, room details, and attendance, of their same class, and each of those classes, each of those objects call each of the functions which are declared in that particular class. So now when I run the program, okay, so this is the output screen where press 1, 2, 3, and 4 for each of the particular functions that you want to have. So I press 1 in order to see the student detail. So into the total number of students, I give 2. So I give the student's registration, the student name as A, and the registration number as 54. And I give B and register number 46. So as you can see, the student's information, that is their name and registration number, is printed. Now I press 1 in order to continue again. So now this time I give option number 2 in order to see the fee details. So the total number of students I once again give 2, and the payment for the first students I give as 76,000, and for the second student also I give 69,000. So the amount of fees for each of the students is printed respectively. Now I give the room allotment for the students. So the total number of students I give as 2, and as you can see, the student number 1 gets a 4-seater, and then student number 2 gets a 2-seater. Now I press 1 once again, and I go for option number 4. And here the room details of each of the rooms. So if I press 1, I get the details of the 4-seater, where it has 4 beds, 4 chairs, and 4 tables with 2 fans and 24 hours of electricity. So this is the function. This is the detail of that particular seater which I have assigned. So next is the same goes for the 2-seater as well. Now next I press 5. And you can see the number of students in the hostel I give is 2 once again, and I mark attendance for each of those students. So as you can see, the total number of students I have allotted as 2. So the total number of students present goes 1, because there are only 2 students, in which 1 I mark present and 1 I mark absent. So total number goes 1 for the present students and 1 for the absent students. So this is my program, and thank you.